Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. This is Legit Agents. Today, we're gonna get right to it, talk about an exciting one that probably should be discussed.
And a fun one. We'll have fun with it.
Make it fun. Why real estate coaches suck.
Oh, you said it.
No way.
You said it. Let's check it out, guys. What's up, guys? We are the Legit Agents. I am Eli Schmidt. This is my business partner, Will Grimes. And if you have not done so yet, there's a subscribe button down below. Go ahead and hit that along with the notification bell, because every Tuesday and Thursday we're dropping a new video, guys, where we go over the realest of the real estate training, where we help you level up as an agent.
Correct. And we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado, powered by EXP. So if you guys are looking at partnering together with someone, building your brand, building your business, yes, we would love to have that conversation with you. That number popping up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls and the text messages, that email. We are the guys who answer the email. So if that's something that you're looking for, we would be super excited to help you out with that. But moving right along, we're going to talk about why real estate coaches suck. More importantly, why maybe a lot of us suck. Bottom line, and full disclosure on this channel, whether it was top 1% and then top 0.5% worldwide for Berkshire Hathaway, or some other accolades in addition to that, 13 million a month in volume through our other YouTube channel, living in Denver, Colorado, take a look at that. Regardless of what it is, we're going to stay in our lane. We're going to teach you guys what's worked for us over the course of the last 3 to 4 years that's really made a difference for us and for the agents that work with us. Anything outside of that scope would be subjective, and we really want to keep this tailored to just helping you guys out the best that we can, because obviously we love just talking to you guys and paying it forward. The other channel that we do, Living in Denver, Colorado, it's a lot of fun. It's very client-based, which we have a ton of just exciting fun with clients, but more importantly, we're super passionate yet assertive with just talking to agents and helping you guys just get right to it and figure out what's going to work for you. So yeah. This is a super popular topic right now.
It is.
I've got my opinion on it from my background, for whether it was Special Operations Command in the military, to police work, to running this team and the accomplishments as we've had. There's some things that are different about being on a team and having like real accountability, and some coaches. And I've been talking too long, so we're gonna let him talk. But bottom line, let's get right into it and just make sure, and first and foremost, just want to make sure that you guys knew we're gonna stay in our lane with what works for us and what our opinion is. Take what you can, leave what you can't.
You love me. You really love me.
I don't think that's always been a thing. The past, like,
crying like a little bitch. It's always been a thing.
Okay, guys. So to kick it off, one key point that I wanna mention here before handing it back to Will. Legit Agents, you guys see in our intro, LEGIT, it all stands for something. We're gonna focus on one of those letters today, and that's the letter L, leadership. Myself, getting into real estate, prior to partnering with Will, I wanted to be a leader in real estate. However, I had no experience with what real leadership was. And I think 99.99% of us out there, even though you think you do and you swear you do, you probably have never been exposed to real leadership. So when real estate coaches call themselves leaders, when real estate team leaders call themselves leaders, it's really hard, because having been exposed to real leadership, it's not what you think, right?
First and foremost with leadership, like from my background, from military and from police work, leadership should not be self-proclaimed. There's got to be some type of accolade, some type of accomplishment, some achievement that's allowed you to excel into that next level, and then you're invited into that next level, right? So putting that in perspective of real estate, we do have a lot of team leaders or coaches per se that, man, they haven't conquered a lot with production, but maybe they articulate a little bit well, and they've got some things that they think that they do a decent job at, and then they work their way out of production per se, and they focus on the coaching side, and it's in lieu of being actually able to go out and be a practitioner. And the reason why that bothers me is, like, unlike professional sports or collegiate sports, where it requires a lot of talent to dunk a basketball at a certain level or shoot three-pointers at a certain level, and some coaches do understand the basketball game at certain levels prior to just playing it, there's also that rank as far as like how you become a coach. And most people don't talk about that. You want to be a professional level football coach, you don't just show up. Like, you start at the bottom as a coach, and then you work your way through the ranks of leadership within coaching, whether it's a coordinator position at a high school level, collegiate level, into professional level. So I think it's super important. I love that we're entrepreneurs. I love that we want to build our brand. There's just no accountability as far as like who's what. It's still kind of like the wild, wild west. But First key indicator is that they're not a practitioner. They haven't actually gone out and executed things successfully at a certain level before they're trying to preach that, right? And I think that's huge. And the one difference that we see online a lot of times versus like the teams, if it's one-dimensional, so if you're super heavy into leads, which we've never done, every accolade we've ever had has never come from a lead. As far as like Zillow and realtor.com, like we taught people how to develop their skill sets and just be subject matter experts and professionals at their craft, in addition to getting into their communities. We hear a lot of Monday morning meetings where people are just going over their downline and their leads and the status of their leads, and that's not mentorship. That's just an accountability meeting. Second thing, when you have a coach online, now I'm rambling a little bit.
Do it.
You have a coach online, there is no accountability. You're paying $650 a month for a Tom Ferry coach or for whoever. Man, like, and I'm not saying that those guys are bad, right? I've never been in that model, so I won't say that what they have to teach isn't productive.
Or that any of their coaches don't know what they're doing.
Correct. However, you're paying every month. So whether you want to go do the work or not, what can they do? There is no threat of you being fired by your coach. There is no threat of that person who's super valuable saying, hey, get out of my face. This is not worth my time. You're on your own. Like,
if you're not doing the things you said you were.
That's real accountability.
Yeah.
If you're not good enough on a team, you're out. There's 3 to 4 other quarterbacks that want to play that position. And if you're not putting in the time and the effort, you're done. And it's nothing personal, but you're done. There's not that layer of competitiveness and accountability yet in real estate unless you're on a super unique team. That's where, like if you're looking for accountability, but someone's not going to fire you and you're not doing your work, but you're looking for accountability, you're finding it in the wrong place because that coach and his call every week or every other week does not threaten you enough as far as getting after it. So something else as far as like your personality traits or your character flaws, you gotta be careful as far as like, should I have something in person and be on a team? Can I learn from somebody online like a Tom Ferry course? Or do I not respond well to that type of training?
Will brought up a really important word here, and that's accountability, and I want to touch on that just a little more. Because what you've got to do, guys, we talk to a lot of agents all across the nation. Will said we're licensed in Colorado. It doesn't mean we just partner with agents in Colorado. We partner with agents all across the nation. One of the benefits to being an EXP, which we'll do in another video down the road. However, guys, real accountability is not just taking $600 or $800 a month, and that's supposed to keep you accountable.
No.
And that's something that falls back on you, is understanding like where's your pain points, and if it's not painful enough to just give out that $800 or $650 every single month and still not get results and still not be held accountable, agents make they're used to just dumping money, right? So it's like, if that's not making you take action, you've got to do a deeper dive and feel like, man, what do I really need? Why am I not doing the things that I'm saying I'm gonna do?
It's a great point, right? Like a lot of folks are into their why. And what's their why? What's my why? Why do I do what I do? And great topic of discussion for yourself. Something great to dive into. Something I think you're gonna feel sooner is finding out what you're not. Hey, what am I not? And more importantly, like pain points, like he's talking about. People do not change until it's too painful not to.
Yep.
So man, like really understand, like, hey, how successful do you want to be? Right? Where are you going to be able to be resourceful and find people that can help you? And in addition to that accountability piece, not to just throw it all on you guys, we do think that one of the flaws, I guess one of the second or third flaws, depending on where we're at in this list right now as far as coaches, is, they're kind of like, hey, make your calls. Hey, do your social media touches. Hey, but they're not really reverse engineering why we have touches, how to do those touches, how to execute those touches, what the real follow-up looks like. We're going to go into some specific videos in this channel as well to really help you guys out with like, hey, how do we build our calendar out? What does our weekly schedule look like? If I'm talking to somebody on social media, what does that look like? And then how am I getting those people in person? And then people in person that I know, how am I getting those guys on social media to follow my social media so they can see my content? How do I intertwine all of those? And how are we creating real relationships? I think a lot of it, when you're not being accountable because you're not putting in the work per se, a lot of it needs self-reflection. But it could also be like, hey, am I just lost? Am I just not really sure what I should be doing? And what I feel like I'm doing just doesn't feel right? Man, pause there, dive into that. But then you've got to be more resourceful as far as like communicating to that leader or communicating with yourself and becoming more resourceful to finding where you should be as far as your circle and who's around you in real estate that's going to actually help you become successful in the way that you respond well to.
Another reason that I have that real estate coaches suck,
It's all jazzed up.
is because, guys, a lot of these coaches, let's say hypothetically, they have done a lot of production in the past, right? They've built their business using a certain model, whatever that looks like. Are they a specialist in the way that you want to build your business?
Man, great point.
When I was starting off in real estate, guys, I was not wanting to door knock. I was not wanting to do open houses. I did all that shit, right? I did it all. I did it all. You're new, you got to try it. But a lot of the guys that were quote unquote coaching me, they were excellent at doing open houses. I just had no desire to do them. So when it came down to me actually executing on it, I was half-assing it. And I think that's where a lot of you guys are. But no one actually took the time to be like, Eli, how do you want to build your business, man? Now with us going over to EXP, the guys that we partnered with, they were doing business the exact way we wanted to do business, which was just a perfect fit for us. And now, I mean, like, man, our business is just insane because we were able to partner with the right people.
100%. If you guys want to spend $60,000 a month on Zillow leads, I'm not your guy, and that's okay. We can point you in the right direction as far as who to be. And that's the accountability that good leaders have to ask. Is like, hey, what are you interested in, and how do you want to build your business? What are your goals? Those things matter, because if you guys want nothing to do with social media and YouTube like we've done, hey, that's cool. We've got a couple of other things that we've done within our communities as far as events and close circle events we could teach in addition to that. But at the end of the day, if you just love doing those cold calls, for sale by owners and leads, like, hey, that's more than okay. There are successful processes at that. We're just not the guys for you. But as a good leader, they should be asking those things and trying to pull from you, because if a guy is successful or if a girl is successful, their time is precious, right? So if I'm going to help you and I'm going to commit to you, I need to know if you're my people or not. And if you're not, the last thing I need to be doing is teaching you with hypotheticals of what I think you should be doing when I'm not in that process, right? But the bottom line is you've got to be resourceful. You got to find those things out for yourself. If somebody's not asking those questions for you, ask them for yourself and just make sure that, hey, how do I want to build my business? What does this look like for me, and how do I move forward?
Yeah, guys, what I think it's safe to assume that having been through kind of the whole gamut as far as different things you can do to build a real estate career, I literally have tried it all. And what clicked with us was video and social media, and primarily it was when we like partnered up. Just things were just lit on fire.
Pretty much the best there is. Pretty much. If you ain't first, you're last.
If you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about?
But guys, what you have to realize is if you aren't doing the things that you're doing, it's probably not that, man. I mean, it might be. Yeah, actually, a very good chance you might just be lazy. You might just not want to be putting the work. However, for me, it was something where it was like I was just spinning my wheels in the wrong area where I wasn't motivated. Once I was able to determine how I want to build my real estate business, guys, I don't need to get motivated anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, there are certain days when I don't feel like doing certain things, or when we're just freaking slammed and shit, we gotta go out and we gotta film and we gotta do content. But at the end of the day, I'm excited about the things that I'm doing, and I don't have to get pumped up to go out and do it. And when you don't have to motivate yourself, guys, your consistency gets on point, and then the consistency drives results, and then the results ultimately leading to money in the bank account. Man, it just feeds itself, and then you're on like just an amazing path, which is where we are right now.
100%. I'll leave you with this, guys. Consistency will create something for you. Might not create success, but it will create, hey, that's just not the right path. If you're putting in the work and you're consistent with it, because even in our business, there's things that we try, and man, this wasn't the best route, or hey, that wasn't the best person to do that with, that wasn't the best relationship, and we make those audibles on the fly and we move forward. You're not going to know those things if you're not putting in the work. So consistency is your road to the promised land of finding out, like, hey, not only am I doing what I like to do, but is it productive? Where do I need to make these adjustments in order to make sure that I'm successful? Because guys, you're going to grow like this. Who you are right now is not going to, you got to be someone else as far as getting to that next level. So you've got to constantly be auditing yourself. But if you can't find a way to be consistent, you're not going to know if it was the wrong decision or if you just sandbagged yourself and didn't put the work in and it was actually a great decision. All right, so let me go back and do it now. Now maybe the timing's off. Maybe it's not the best direction now that you've waited a full year to do it. All questions, but the one thing that you never want to have animosity about or doubt or regret with is, man, what if I would have put in the work, what would that have looked like? And some of you might be thinking that right now. So stop. That's your pain point, right? Like people don't change until it's too painful not to. Did what I say just bruise some pain in you? And if so, great. Allow this to be a catalyst for you guys to be consistent, find the right resources, and push your business forward.
Yeah, and the last thing I want to say, guys, is in light of all this...
Did I say I'll leave you with this?
I know. Last thing I will say, in light of this video, guys, we are not making this video saying real estate coaches suck because we're better real estate coaches. We're actually not real estate coaches at
We're practitioners.
all.
We're still running our business. We're still
Yes.
running our company. These are things that we do on the weekend and come out here and throw you guys content for free. Whether you want to partner with us or not, you're going to be able to watch all of these videos twice a week, regardless, no matter what. We never even know you exist.
Yeah.
Unless you reach out. This is us just paying it forward back to the community.
100%, guys. So I would venture to say, hey, maybe you guys don't even need a real estate coach. Maybe you need to get out there and learn from people that are doing business the way you want to do it, and just figure out why you're not performing in the first place, guys. But we partner with agents. We help agents. We're on Zoom calls, and he does Instagram lives every Sunday with agents. Like, we help each other. We help each other agents out all the time. But by no means are we real estate coaches that are going to take your $600 a month and keep you accountable
a
by
puppy mill.
asking you, if you made
it can
your
be,
calls.
unless you change that for yourself. It's a puppy mill, but it's not your managing broker.
Yeah.
It's not your employing brokers. It's not these puppy mills. It's you getting around real influencers that actually have tried and true results that proof of concept, right? And if you guys are looking for that number popping up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls and the text messages. We're also the guys that respond to those emails. So if some of that just rings true to you and you want to talk and see how we can help you build your brand in your business, or maybe you just want to vent, have a conversation, that's okay too. Just don't hesitate, reach out. We would love to help you guys moving forward.
If you're calling us, though, you better be ready to work.
Let's do it.
That's right.
See you guys.
See ya.